Good job by Eastern Washington. That's a quality team. That they prepare for the playoffs every year, and that shows where we got to get to in order to get to that level. Coach Best has a great group of receivers and a very strong defense. And like I said, they're a playoff. They prep themselves for the playoffs, and that just shows we're going to get to that level. We weren't there today.
I mean, how much does it hurt that you guys, closed at a game last week and this week, you guys came so close, but just couldn't get there?
Hurts. We lost.
And take us through Taylor Vanderwall's play. Obviously, his first play from scrimmage, 3 interception, but he bounced back with some touchdowns.
That was my fault. I did a poor job coaching at the beginning of the game there, and I will be better. That was all. That whole sequence was my fault, and I'm going to fix that. So I apologize to the Bengal fans. And like I said, that won't happen again.
How many times did you just throw your hands up and just be like, man, Barry just escaped our pressure. We just did everything we could.
They got great receivers. That quarterback is arguably, if not the best in 1AA, and it showed it. And we didn't do good enough getting pressure on the quarterback with our line and our rush. And he does an excellent job of extending plays, as you saw.
I mean, obviously, let's focus on more positive things when it comes to. I just feel like the defensive line did a good job of stopping the run. How proud are you of them? Yeah,
that's good, but we still lost. It's a game we should have won. I think they did a great job. I think our players played their butts off. They played as hard as they could. I let them down as a coach, and I'm going to be better, and I'm going to fix this.
What do you learn from this game and apply to next week?
Well, we got the week off, thank God. So, but we know that you have to play 60 minutes. The game doesn't end with 6 minutes left. So we got to play the whole way through.
Yeah, during this bye week, what do you try to adjust, and what do you hope to see the guys grow from?
Well, first we got to get healthy, and then second, we'll go back to some fundamentals. But we'll give them a little bit of rest, and then come back healthy against the UC Davis Aggies.
You like the way the schedule shaped out, having this bye week in the middle right here?
Yeah, it's good. We need it.
Andrew, anything?
Yeah, Rob, sorry. What do you think he specifically screwed up at the end of the game there? I mean, what really hurt you at the last?
Well, first of all, we're down 4 safeties. Our top 4 safeties were out, so we're playing with a backup linebacker and a fifth string safety. So it really limited our defensive calls. Not to have excuses. Those guys we got to play. When you play, you got to play. So I'm just going to get us in a better position, practice-wise, and situations to finish games.
You talked about, I mean, that's the level that you want to get to. We've talked about that a lot. This is a young team. Was this sort of the first time that you could see where you wanted to get to? I mean, as you're going back and forth with a ranked team and you're leading them late.
Yeah, we just got to finish. We got some freshmen out there that are doing some stuff, man. And but a team like Eastern Washington, and not that we don't have a belief. We, on the sidelines, everybody felt, hey, we're going to get this. We're going to get this done. But they're a team just like us that believes that if they got the ball last, they're going to win the game, and that's exactly what happened. We're on the other side of the deal, unlike last week.
Yeah, I mean, was it particularly tough? They left you, 25 seconds. I mean, if you get a minute 30, you might be able to do something there, but 25 seconds, you didn't have many options.
Yeah, and it really didn't. We had one timeout, so it really didn't do us any good to take the one timeout. So, and we kind of saved it for the end, anyways. But yeah, they did a masterful job of going down the field and kept. All we needed was one stop and couldn't get it done.
Talking about the safeties, I mean, Zach Wright, his first start, I've got 13 tackles for him. Just the job that he was able to do filling in.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough. Safety should have 10 to 13 tackles, especially against what we were trying to do is, force them to run the ball a little bit, but your safeties have to come and make plays. But then that also shows they're getting some completions downfield. So, but no, Zach's been a program guy for about 3 years, and 3 years from Kimberly, local kid, and he comes to work every day.
Did it get tough on you just because they ran, I think, 88 plays? I mean, how much does that hurt your defense?
Yeah, well, that hurts anybody. You know, that's how many we try to run a lot of plays too to wear people down.
67 for you guys.
Yeah, and that's that's the whole deal right now, especially during the spring when everybody's light with numbers. So it's tough. That's why we burned some timeouts on defense as they were driving the ball to give our guys some rest.
Like that.
We expect to be in those games, so it sucks that we lost. We expect to be in shootouts. Well, not shootouts. Defense got to play better, but the offense put us in a lot of places to succeed. So we got to just step up on the defense end.
We know you've got a young team, of course, on the defense too. You got a lot of young kids. How close was that at points to like where you want to get to with this team? You know, when you're playing right with them, right?
It was 42-45. Is that the score?
46,
46.
40.
Well, considering we allowed 46 points, not good at all.
And what was it like playing Barry? You know, he extends play so much. And how many times did you guys just throw your hands up and be like, I mean, we try to do everything we can, and you still find a way to break us down?
We knew that was going to happen. That was in the practice plan all week. So, I mean, obviously, Sam in person, he's fast, he's a good player, but I think we just got to do better. We started off the game bad tackling, so got to get back to the basics this week against good teams if we want to be as good as we want to be.
Yeah, I mean, what else do you guys do this week? You know, you have a bye, but what do you apply this week and then get ready for UC Davis? What do you apply for that game as well?
Back to the drawing board. We just lost a game we should have won, I feel. So just get back to the drawing board.
I mean, yeah, like how disappointing, but how also is that motivating that you guys are in these games and you guys show that you guys.
I'm to ask that. I'm the sore loser. So the fact that we were in it and still lost, I only see the loss. Obviously, we had a good plays here and there, but all right. Being in a game like that.
O'Shea, I know you guys didn't get the results you wanted, but you guys played really well today. It seemed like Eastern Washington was a really vocal, chippy, in-your-face type of team. Was that motivating you guys to play the way you did today and keep scoring when they scored?
Definitely. I mean, obviously, when the person on the other side of the ball is talking to you, you want to shut them up or keep them quiet. So that chirpiness definitely, we felt like, okay, let's stop that so that chirpiness does stop and we can be the ones that are chirping.
What did they do those last two drives? I mean, knowing that they needed to score, did they do anything different from what they were doing earlier in the game?
That's on us. Busted coverages. Myself. Put in the paper, I didn't reroute because I didn't.
What play was that?
Boston's one-hand catch across the middle. Yeah, I remember.
Anything else for O'Shea? Everybody?
I mean, going against, I mean, they just 88 plays I think they had. What's it like going and facing that kind of volume and just, you know, going full effort for that many plays?
It's tough, but we knew, I mean, they're an up-tempo team. They throw the ball. They like to get it to a lot of different guys. So, I mean, we knew it was going to be a battle. We knew it wasn't going to be easy, and it didn't go out the way we wanted to.
Thanks, O'Shea.
Thank you. You guys are going to
yeah, I mean, your feeling as an offense after having a chance to put it away and giving it right back to them on that last drive.
You're talking about the drive before the very last one?
Yeah, you guys got it back with I think like 4 minutes left and just went 3 and out.
Yeah, I was disappointing. I feel like as an offensive core, we played extremely well the entire game. We had a bunch of young guys to go out there and play their hearts out. And I felt as a receiving core, we played really well. 18 played phenomenally well. And then we just didn't finish in the end. That's just all it is. We just didn't finish on that drive when we needed to, when it mattered most. And that was the result. They were able to go down and milk the clock and didn't give us much time to get back in it. So
even more disappointing that last drive just because you guys had moved the ball on them all day, right?
Yeah, I mean, it was weird because we felt like we never had any doubt that we could move the ball on every single drive we had. And the fact that we went 3 and out was just, I don't know, it was just surreal because we really thought we were just going to put them away and score one more time. So
talking about the young guys and Fen says, you know, that Eastern Washington is the standard that we want to get to. I mean, we want to be ranked. We want to be in the playoffs every year. I mean, how close were you at points today to sort of, feeling like you were getting there, right, with this young team?
I think the entire day. I mean, the young guys played so well. Like I was the only returning starter that played today, and so they went out there. We had every single receiver make huge plays, and the O line did phenomenal. Our run game did good. So, just going forward, I think that we know there's so much potential there, and then with more experience, it's gonna be lights out here pretty soon.
Yeah, and just to be in the game and not even in the game, but outplaying them for long stretches. I mean, we talked last week about what they did to you guys last year where you were never in it, right? You were outplaying them for long stretches. What did it feel like during those stretches? What do you take away?
It was just really exciting because obviously last year, 5-40, whatever, not the kind of offensive game you want to have. And to go out there and just battle with a team who's known for their offense and puts up just insane numbers every single week, and that we were actually leading most of the game, it felt really good. It gave us a lot of confidence. We never had any doubt that we couldn't win that game until it came out to the end. So it was really exciting. The guys were really excited. We had a lot of emotion on the sideline. I think we became closer as a team, and especially as an offensive unit.
Your first touchdown, how important do you think that was from sort of stopping it going the way that it went last year, right? I mean, they hit you with 10 points in the first 5 minutes. You needed something there, right? And you were able to make a play.
Yeah, so we knew we had to go out there and set the tone. So that was the play we dialed up, and it worked out perfectly. And just went out there and did my job, did my 111s, taught it through a great ball, and set the tone. I think that really helped just get everybody juiced, and everybody was ready to go out there and make their plays as well. So I think it was a good job just setting the tone.
Easier for you going against a linebacker. I mean, you're matched up in the slot. You got that one-on-one, right, where they're moving you around.
Yeah, I love being moved in the slot because when I'm on the outside, I feel like I'm just getting pressed the entire game. So being able to move and have a little more freedom in the slot is much more fun. You have a lot more freedom in your routes, and don't have to worry about getting off press.
You talk about you guys gelling more as a team. Obviously your first play from scrimmage, interception, and then you get a couple of brutal interceptions in the goal line. What did you guys say to kind of regroup and just kind of get back in the game?
Just flush it. I mean, anytime, like we knew that at any football game, bad things are going to happen. You have to be able to just flush it every single time, just flush it. And we did. I really feel like every single time we had an interception or a bad play or a drop ball, whatever, we came back and we responded. We never flinched, not one time. We came back and responded to every single time that we might have messed up on offense. So I was really proud of the team.
Tanner, you could just see that Tyler was looking for you, hitting you a lot. How's your chemistry grown in just the last 3 games you guys have played together?
Yeah, I think it's grown a lot. I've been here for quite a while, so I know the offense really well. And so when I'm out there, I'm kind of delegating, helping out the younger receivers, making sure that we're all in order. And I think Tyler knows that I know the whole offense as a whole. He knows where I need to be in certain spots. And I think he shows a lot of trust in me, knowing that I'm going to be efficient in not only my knowledge and my route running and getting to the right spot for him. So I think the chemistry has grown a lot, and it's going to continue to grow, especially with our younger receivers as well.
Obviously, as a leader on this team, what do you say to the guys in the locker room afterwards? Like you said, they played really well. You guys played really well today, but just what's your word to the younger guys in the locker room after a loss like this?
Yeah, I told them I was proud of them. I was proud of all those guys. They did so well for our team. They made huge plays when we needed them. At the end of the day, they can't let football define who they are. Football is awesome. We love football, but they're great people, and they have to know that outside of football that they can't affect them with their family and whatnot, and that they're good people outside of football. And so I was very proud of them. They were composed. For a freshman group, you wouldn't even think they're a freshman group out there. They play so well and composed, and they make big plays. So I was super proud of the guys.
Jalen Henderson specifically, I remember he didn't have a catch against Weber, right?
Yeah.
Last week got his first touchdown. This week he had 168. Should have had a touchdown, I thought, right? What allowed him to make that progression so quickly?
It was always there. I mean, when Jalen came in and started practicing, he reminded me a lot of Zeke. Zeke was a very proficient route runner, and Jalen came into the exact same thing. It was really weird to see a freshman so proficient in his route running and understand how to run routes and stem them. It was just a matter of time before he got loose. He went out there and ran a lot of routes against Weber, just didn't get the ball. And then once his opportunity came today, he just balled out. So that was always there. And I knew it was coming eventually.
What do you guys do now going into a bye, right? And it's been a lot of good football, especially the last 2 weeks, but you're going into it at 1-2.
Yeah, I mean, obviously the win, everybody's crushed. We really thought we had it, but going into the bye week, hopefully just get our bodies right. I know a lot of guys are banged up. We're down in positions. You know, it was a long off season. We're coming into a season now and playing. And, you know, you have your season injuries along with just the wear and tear of football in general. So hopefully just heal up, get some guys back, and then just get ready to go on to the next game. I think the bye week will be very beneficial to us.